ideas, insightful blogs, or thought provoking posts. He continues to inspire aspiring content creators to find their voice and make an impact. In today's session, he will share his insights to the world of content creation, his experiences in building a personal brand, the strategies he uses to engage and grow his audience. This is a great opportunity to learn from someone who truly understands the nuance of the content creation and digital storytelling. Over to you, sir.
Hi. I hope all of you can hear me. Am I audible? Okay. Hi. So I'll just introduce myself. My name is Varun. I am based in Bangalore and I'm a final year engineering student. And apart from engineering, I'm literally doing everything else at this point. So my content creation journey started in October. Hi. I can look at the chat box and reply if you want to send anything. So I've been making videos since a very long time. So back in 2019, when PUBG was a very big thing, I used to play a lot of PUBG, and my mom had this Redmi Note 7 Pro at that time. So I used to play on that phone, and I used to screen record, and I used to edit in an app called KineMaster at that time, and I used to post these videos on YouTube, and nobody used to watch. Not a single person. It was just me watching and my own brother watching on a different phone. That's it. But I still used to post, and I've posted over 300 400 videos on YouTube, and I have barely any views. But then that was basically how my whole video creation journey started. And then once that phase of PUBG got over and everything, I was also a PUBG player. Yeah, who isn't a PUBG player at this point? So once that phase of my life got over, I joined college and everything, and I used to still edit videos. I used to capture everything possible, and I used to still make videos every now and then. And in between college and school, in my PUC days, 11th and 12th standard, I used to make anime edits and edits about Virat Kohli, which you can still find on my YouTube page. I used to make random edits while using CapCut, VN, random apps on my phone itself. Whenever I used to have free time, I used to just edit videos, download random videos off of YouTube, and just keep editing them. So once I joined college, I left the hobby of editing videos and making videos for a long time until there was this one movie making competition held in our college. So at that time, I sort of thought of giving it a shot. It was a long lost hobby, but it might, I thought I would do something about it. So I gathered a few friends and we came up with a random story, and we made a video about a random topic, which I have the video. I can just play it for you guys. So this is it's on my YouTube. It's a random video. Yeah. Okay, can you see my screen? Is it visible? Okay, cool. So this is a movie, a short film which we made. We called it The Sprint. So I'll just play it for you guys.
I used to rule the world. Seas that rise when I gave the word. Now in the morning I sleep. Again.
Maybe I'm just not strong enough to overcome my past. Okay, that's me doing the voiceover, by the way. in the video, like right now, that's me doing the voiceover. That's how I started putting my voice into videos, and it sounds pretty cringe right now, but compared to how far I've come now, this is how I started. I'll play. What am I doing wrong? Why can't I get this right?
Listen up, kid. Life's like a race. Sometimes you stumble, but that doesn't mean you stop running. Believe in yourself and show what you really are.
I've been haunted by my past for way too long. I think it's time I rewrite my story. Now, when those memories haunt me, I just let it go. Sometimes, when you lose your way, you find yourself. And I think I found myself. Yeah, so I literally found myself after making that video. So once let me stop sharing my screen. Okay, so once I made that video is kind of when I realized I still have the thing to make videos. So once that happened, I still used to make these basic videos about any random video I used to shoot at home. I used to like just put it together in a video editor and put a random song. And I have a few videos of those also if you could. So I'll just show you a few of those. Okay, for example, like how basic my edits used to be was this thing. So this is my brother's textbook, school textbook. And I made a video edit about that also.
Oh, run me up, I'm on the clock. Put me on top, everybody drop.
Okay, so that's how I used to like film everything, which never even made sense. But then I used to like make videos of everything, and that's how I kind of learned editing. I've not taken up any course. I've not learned from any videos or something. It's all just by experience. You keep trying, and then you figure out how things work and all of that stuff. And about my Instagram page, I first posted my a reel on October 17th. October 17th, 2024 is when I posted my first reel. And it was just me sitting on a bike and no, me transitioning to sitting on a bike and then just riding around to college or something. And that was not even close to what I wanted to post. But initially when you start something, you don't really have the headspace to like start off with the way you want to, or like exactly you won't know exactly what you want to do. So when I started off with like bike videos and then cinematic videos of me making tea or random nature videos. I used to like force my brother to be the main character in my videos, and I used to force my dog. She had no words anyways. I used to like force her to be in my videos and everything. So that's how I started like posting videos initially, and then I started to follow trends. I thought anything that's trending, if I post that too, I would go viral, or if that might work or something. So initially, I used to post every day, and I used to post whatever I liked or whatever I felt like posting, just until I found something that I want to post. Once you keep doing something and you keep trying different things, you kind of figure out what you like doing or what you want to do. So I kept playing around for a few months, posting every random thing I felt like posting. And I think in the end of December is when I realized that this storytelling thing was working for me. So I started working more on scripting. I started listening to more of these storytelling videos. I started following content creators who post storytelling based content. I used to watch YouTube videos on how to like tell a story and all of that stuff. And once you keep making enough videos, which obviously wouldn't work out, I think for three to 4 months of me posting videos, I don't think I got any insane views or something. Everything was below 3,000, 4,000. And once you keep posting enough videos, you obviously feel like, okay, it's not working. I should try something different. And then there's also a few days where it's like, maybe I should just like not do this. Maybe I should like, it's all about, yeah, it's all about just do it, because there's obviously going to, out of 7 days in a week, 5 days, you're just going to feel like, why am I doing this? Or it's just not working. Or maybe it's just not meant for me. Maybe I should do something else. Maybe content creation is not for me. Or maybe I'm not good enough compared to everyone else. You get all of these thoughts, but then if you keep going, you will obviously someday find something you're good at. So I started off with cinematic videos. I started off with trending videos with like my dog, or with my brother. I used to like randomly any video that was trending. If I could recreate, I would do the same thing. And I don't think that's a nice way to post content. To be honest, you should find something that you're good at and constantly post based on that niche. That's how it works. But until you find your niche, you have to keep experimenting, and that experimenting phase is the time where you struggle and where a lot of people quit, because it's not very easy to keep staying consistent and posting every day until one or two reels work out. And the ones that work out, you can like, based on that niche, you can post more content. So I think the first reel that went viral for me was very, very, very unexpected. So me and my friends were going to this other place in Bangalore. So we were taking a metro. And while taking the metro, we climbed the wrong train. So instead of going to our venue, we went to the other direction of town, like completely opposite to where we were supposed to go. And on the way in the metro, the train became empty because everyone was getting down because we were going the wrong side. So everyone just got down from the train, and then the train became very empty. So then I got this random idea of shooting a video of how people don't always stay in your life for a long time. They just leave, like how people in the train were leaving. It was a very random idea, and since the train was empty, it made sense to shoot. And one of my friends kept forcing me to like go take video shots and everything. And my friends have been extreme. I'm telling you, the main reason why I'm still posting, or the main reason why I never gave up or I kept posting, is mainly because of my friends. They've been like the biggest support. And on the days when I felt like, why am I doing this or something, they would text me saying, why no video today? Or do you not have any ideas today? And they would come up to me and give me ideas or tell me like, post this, post that. So I think my friends have been like the biggest encouragement for me. So in the metro when we were going, I took like random shots of the metro, random shots of the door opening, people leaving, people entering. And then I just went back home, put it all in a video editor, and then wrote down a script, which I could have put for the script, was like the clips. And then I voiceovered it. And that video got me 100K views for the first time. That was like the first video ever in my page to cross a certain amount of views or something. And that's when I felt like, okay, this is going somewhere. What I did just worked out or something. And then after that, I started posting only videos where I've done voiceovers, because one reel where I've done a voiceover worked. So it didn't make sense to go back to making random stuff again. So I started posting only voiceover stuff. And initially it was, not, I wasn't very good at it. I wasn't very, I didn't use the right words. I kept chat GPTing stuff because I didn't know how to write a script properly or in my style. But as I kept making videos and more videos, I somehow got used to scripting, writing in my own style. And I think now where I am, I would definitely not have been here if I had not made these 200, 150, 200 videos which didn't work out. So that day when I posted it and didn't get the outcome I wanted, I obviously felt bad. But then looking back at it now, I'm glad I spent all of these days to reach the point where I am right now. And now also, it's not like I think too much about my scripts or something. The reason I didn't start posting. Yeah, I had that thought too. I always thought my friends would like judge me, or not just friends, any random person I thought would judge me or like look at me in a different way, or you know think of me as a completely different person, or like cringe at the way I do stuff or something. But that's all there just for a few days. Once you get past that stage of it doesn't matter, who thinks what, because when you post content, there's going to be thousands of people online who are just watching you, thousands of people who don't even know who you are, but they're just going to watch you and they're going to appreciate your content. So why should it matter if someone who is going to like think a little bit differently? It doesn't matter. So once you get past that stage of let people think whatever they want, I'll just do my thing. That's when everything starts to like settle in and it'll work out. So you should post content. It doesn't matter who thinks what, just do it. And even today, the reels I post is, it's not like I have a very big script for it, or it's not like I chat GPT 30 video ideas or something. It's just, I have a video on my page about how my cupboard door handles have clothes and bags and everything hung to it. And if you like literally see my, it's still the same thing. So I just like look around and whatever I just see, I just feel like making a video about it. There's an embroidery art which my mom made over there. It's in my room. And I was just like randomly sitting in my room, and then you just look at it and then you feel like, okay, I can make a video about this. That's how most of my videos just happen. It's not, I don't look at people anymore and be like, okay, I could do this. It doesn't work that way anymore. So it just takes time until you find your path, until you get to that stage where it's like you do your thing kind of a thing. But then, yeah. There's a few of my friends also here listening. I think there's Ruben, there's Sahil, there's Sindur, and there's another person called Vikshita on the call who is also a very, very big content creator. But then, yes. So, as I said, my friends are like my biggest support. They are here also today to like listen to me talk and everything. So, that's basically it. This is my story. This is my experience. Not about being shy. Exactly. True, true. Once you get the thing of like, I should only post good stuff, or what will people think if I post stuff that doesn't work out, then you should let go of that thought majorly and just, put out whatever you feel like putting out. If you have a talent in something, just post it. It doesn't matter. Let people think whatever they want, but the right audience will appreciate your content for what you've done. Until you find your right audience, you will have to go through enough criticism, and even when you do find your right audience, you will get a lot of hate from a certain set of people. But I don't think that should matter, because at the end of the day, you're doing what you like and you're putting out what you think you're good at. So it shouldn't matter what a random bunch of people on the internet are going to think about it. And yeah, find a good set of friends. You need to have a close set of friends who don't judge you and who are very supportive. And it's necessary to have a nice foundation to start. You have to admit, true. Nobody's perfect. You have to like, keep putting yourself out there until you find the point where you're like, okay, I can continue doing this. I'm like decent at it and I can like continue doing it. So that is basically my experience. If anybody has any questions, I will answer it. And this is like the first time I'm giving like I'm speaking to an audience. So it's a very big thing for me. Yeah, go for it. When did you start? Is it only 6 months before? I started on October 17th. That's when I posted my first reel. October 19th, 2 days later, is when I posted a second reel. And then for a month and a half straight, every single day, I posted a random reel. Something or the other, whatever I felt like posting for, I think 40, 45 days, every single day in a row, I posted content. And none of it worked out, but I just kept posting. It's been only 6 months since I started. I think it was 6 months a week ago almost. But then, yeah. We have to. How do you overcome to know this perfection problem? Please tell me this. I I didn't even want to start content creation, to be very honest. I had this very big fear of putting myself out there, or what will people think, or maybe I'm not as good as I think I am. Maybe I'm just good at making random videos and feeling happy for myself. I used to have all of these self-doubt questions. But once you put yourself out there, you kind of know how good you are or what people exactly think of you. And it's not always going to be, oh my God, I'm the best. Your first reel would never be as good as you expect it to be or something. And once you put yourself out there for the first time, you kind of, you get used to the fact of people watching you. You get used to the fact of people, okay, now people see me, so I might as well post another one. So initially you will have the hesitation of, okay, the quality of the video might be bad, your voice might sound bad, or the song you might have put might be bad. There could be tons of things which, might not make your video perfect as you want it to be. But then once you keep making enough videos, you will get to that point someday. So it's not possible to directly post a video that goes viral or that's perfect in your eyes. You have to admit that you're bad at something to get good at it. That's basically all that's there to, you go to the gym and you are weak to become strong. So it's just like that. You start doing something, you will obviously be bad at it, regardless of how much you have it in you, regardless of how much of an extrovert you are, regardless of how good you are at something. You might not be as good as you expect yourself to be initially. So a problem I faced while trying content creation in editing the video. What is the process that you follow to create a video? Yeah. Okay, so usually how it is you shoot any random thing which you see. So for example, if you're shooting a particular video, let's say I'm shooting a video of my dog, I just, shoot random shots of her sleeping, of her running around, eating food. It could be any video. And then you just shoot all of that. And then you put all of the video clips into any video editor and put whatever song you want. That's just how a basic video editing happens. But what I do is I write a script. So once I write the script, I wait until my whole neighborhood sleeps because I live in a very noisy neighborhood. I wait until everyone sleeps. I wait until it becomes very silent. And then I give the voiceover. Once I give the voiceover, I wait until next day morning. And then I think, so let's say I have a line in my video that says, something like, my life is very messed up right now. If that's the line, I can show a Rubik's Cube which is shuffled up. It's the similarity between what I talk and what I show is what I tend to go for. So if I have a line that says, my life is very messed up, a mixed up Rubik's Cube is what I would show. And that's how I kind of put the video clips based on my audio. Whatever I've said in the voiceover, matching clips I put. That's basically my editing process. Yeah. Anything else? I hope I answered those questions. How can we shoot videos on our own? Okay, that's a very good question. So initially, one of the main problem I had was I had no equipment. I had no tripod. I still don't have a tripod. I don't have a tripod. I don't have a very, very good phone, or I don't have a camera to shoot stuff. And the main thing is I don't have anyone to help me or, think of all of that stuff. So what I do is basically any shot I can shoot on my own. Any shot I can just place my phone in a random spot and take. I do that. And apart from that, sometimes I have a brother. So I force him to come help me out, which is very rare, but he sometimes does come and help me out. So when in shots where I really, really need someone, I take his help. But then apart from that, you can just, buy one of those tripods or buy a random phone holder and make the most of it. Put your phone in random places, different angles. That's basically it. Yeah, a visual representation of audio. That's basically how my reel is. I just write a script, I put it out in the form of an audio, and then I just put visual clips based on the audio. That's basically how I make my videos. You can buy one of those phone holders, or there's phone, you can like stick stuff to your phone so that you can stick it to the wall and everything. There's a lot of stuff which you can just like buy based on what you need. So I'm telling you, it's until you guys hit record for the first time and hit all these questions immediately. Once you start, once you get to the hurdle, okay, just for starting, yeah, you can definitely call a friend. If you guys have friends who are ready to come and help you, you should call your friends. You can take their help for, shooting, editing, ideas, everything. And then in the long run, I think content creation helps you out in a lot of ways. I was a very, very, very big introvert. I barely had a lot of friends. I had like, 10, 15 friends. I didn't used to talk to a lot of people. And, once you keep, and my English wasn't very, very good. I mean, it was good to a decent extent, but, not to the point where it is today. I never imagined I would talk this fluently, for this long or whatever. But, now that I spoke for a lot of time in my videos and I've spoken all of these scripts, I've used words in my scripts which I never knew existed. I used to, use such words. I used to like, so once you like put yourself out there for a long time, even your skills start to become better. I can edit videos much faster now. I can talk more fluently now. I can, listen to a random song and feel like, okay, I could use this to make a video. Like, you know, every kind, like most of your skills kind of become a little bit better, and at one point you improve in a lot of ways just by putting yourself out there every day. So Any suggestions for learning how to shoot videos? Um, there's a lot of content creators on YouTube who just, a lot of content creators on Instagram who just show you different angles and show you how to do different effects, how to do, the trendy videos and all of that stuff. You could like refer their videos if you need suggestions for like proper video shootings. But apart from that, I think you can just put your phone in a random spot and just shoot. I don't think it should matter that much. So just some simple ones that you can use to just start. Okay. Hmm. I from personal experience, I've not really like referred any videos on how to shoot because now that we all have smartphones, you don't need to know how exposure works, ISO works. If you had a DSLR, you would need all of that stuff. But on a phone, it's just you hit exposure, you focus at a point, and you start doing whatever you have to do. If you had to refer, there's this content creator called Anything to Create. He's a Bengali-based creator. He's on YouTube. He's on Instagram. And I like his videos a lot. His storytelling, his cinematography, it's very nice. You guys could refer his videos. He teaches a lot of nice stuff. It's called Anything to Create. I can type it out if you guys have heard of it or not. You could refer his videos are nice. Yeah, I think you all should, not all. I think everyone who has an interest to like post videos, but who has been hesitant up to now, I think you should just put yourself out there because everyone has it in them. You can do it. You should do it. You guys have any other questions? Yeah. So literally leave this meet and immediately go put your phone somewhere and record yourself. You do that. Yeah, do it. Do it and actually post it somewhere and then send me the link. I'll put it on my story. No problem. Thank you. Short video. Okay. That's what I used to do initially. I used to like make random videos and send it to my friends or like show it to them for like entertainment purposes. Yeah.
So even I have some question.
Okay.
So the question is like, what inspired you to start your journey as a content creator and how has it evolved over time?
Um, I mean, I had a thought from a long time of like posting videos online. That was there somewhere deep down, but I think you get inspired when you see someone very close to you who is putting in the work, putting in the hard work, and their effort, their work kind of inspires you also to do something like that. So I kind of got inspired by one of my close friend. I think she's there on the call. Okay, I got inspired by one of my close friend who still posts content every single day, and I think that was one of the reasons. But then apart from that, I have been creating videos, as I said. So somewhere deep down, that urge was still there to like put out my content and do, make something of my talent.
Okay, so it's like inductive effect. It is like you
Or
said that you
yeah,
got inspired by your friend, like your close ones.
yeah.
Okay, so my next question is, what do you think are the key elements of engaging content that resonates with an audience?
So the main thing about resonating with an audience is creating relatable content. So regardless of what niche you're in, it could be storytelling, it could be comedy, it could be cooking videos. You still have to make it relatable to the audience, or you still have to make it something that a random third person would watch and be like, okay, this was either funny or relatable or something I could do in my life, kind of a thing. So it's not very easy to write script based on the way someone else would like it. But on Instagram, you kind of have to do that if your reel has to reach people and get engaging. So making relatable content is the main thing.
And like my last question is, how do you deal with creative blocks or moments when you feel stuck?
Um, I mean, usually when you're in that flow state of getting good ideas, when you have peace of mind and when you don't have a lot of things bothering you, you just get a lot of ideas. It just keeps popping into your head. But then there's days where you have too many things in your head. Then there's days when you can't think of anything else apart from your own problems, apart from your own daily stuff which is going on. And in those days, it's not very easy to come up with creative ideas or ideas that's going to like go viral or give you good scripts. So on those days, it's tough. You just have to wait for a better day, is what I think. Because especially when I have a creative block, I just give it some time. I kind of like let my mind sort out whatever it already has on its head, and then I go to making a script whenever I feel better. So that's just how it is.
Thank you for your informative presentation and session. We are glad to have you on board.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. There's like one more question. I'll just answer that. I have also shot a video for my parents since the echo and background. Okay, I don't have any equipment. I don't have a mic. I don't have a DSLR. I don't have a venue to shoot. I don't have lighting. I just use the lights in my room. So you can't give the excuse of the echo and the background noise ruined it or something, because I used to think that initially too about my voice. But once you put it out there, it might not be as bad as you think it is. So I don't have a mic. I just talk directly into my phone. I think you could also try that. Okay, that's pretty much it.
Once again, thank you for joining us, sir.
Thank you so much for the opportunity.
We will wrap the session here. Thank you everyone for joining us today.